Let me go to Gordon. Gordon calling us from Indiana. Hey, Gordon.
Hi, Dan. Had a couple questions for you.
Okay.
I'm 60 and probably won't get to retire anytime soon. And I have in a Fidelity account about $100,000. I have 3 different accounts with Fidelity.
Okay.
And they've been mostly in the safe stuff, which isn't doing anything.
Mm-hmm.
And given the messed up economy we have, I wasn't sure, whether it's smart to just keep it in the safe allocations or move some of that to a little riskier stuff.
Well, I think right now, Gordon, you have to keep it where it is. I think that you've got the right idea, and you need to be thinking about moving it in to a little bit more exposure into the market. And I know you're 60, you're nearing maybe a place where you might need some of this money to supplement an income in 7-8 years or something. But I would like you to keep it where it is, because we're seeing the markets all over the place. I think the market right now is getting a little bit of a touch of a reality check. And I think that's what's hitting the markets right now. I think there is so much instability. There's no clarity right now in the market, no clarity whatsoever. I don't want to say there's uncertainty. Yeah, there's uncertainty, but that's overused. It's a matter of clarity right now. I think the job numbers exacerbated the lack of clarity even more so in the markets. And I think everybody is dazed and confused right now. And I think, we're waiting to hear from the Fed. The European market is concerned over quantitative easing still continuing and not, going away, and maybe even being increased again or whatever. So there's such a lack of clarity. I think that we're going to see volatility at some point in time. I don't know when, but there's going to be volatility strictly on the downside, and we're going to see this correction. So now's not the right time. I would stay in the safe stuff. And then when we start seeing the markets down about 10% off where it was last year, then I think it's time to start weaning in. And I wouldn't wean in a whole lot. You're 60, I would keep 60% safe. The other 40%, I would wean in. I would wean into maybe 2, real solid kinds of domestic growth or growth value funds, and wean into those. So if that 40% consists of $40,000, I would like to see you start out by putting, $10,000 into 2 good funds, and then, maybe a month later, put another 10, a month later, or 2 months later, depending on what's going on, another 10. Wean it in there gradually, so that if it continues to come down, you're buying in at some different prices and taking advantage of that.
Do you think it makes sense to have, since I have 3 different accounts, to keep at least one of those? I was thinking of combining them, but then I thought, well, maybe if I keep one separate, you have a little more opportunity, I think, to take it in and out without getting charged on it.
Well, are they all either, when you say 3 separate, they're all separate from Fidelity? So you got Fidelity and 2, or are they all Fidelity?
They're different employers that I worked with.
Oh, I see, I got you.
They're all on Fidelity.
Okay. No, I don't think it makes a whole lot of difference, to be honest with you, Gordon. I think that if they're all, now IRA accounts were 401k accounts, there's no reason why you shouldn't combine them. You're not losing or gaining any flexibility by not doing that. You're not putting all your eggs in one basket, as some people think, because the account is not a basket. The basket is the things that are in the account. So if you put all that money into one specific investment, then yes, now that becomes a basket and you've got all your eggs in one basket. But an account is not. An account is just a place that holds different baskets. And it makes it a lot easier for you to kind of keep track and watch. You don't lose anything. You don't gain anything by having different accounts. So I would, I just for the sake of ease and being able to, watch it. So if I say, for instance, at some point in time, you need to have 60% in safe. I'm talking about 60% of everything that you have. Well, it's a lot easier when all your accounts are in one place, to kind of see that 60%. So I think it's fine to combine them. I think it makes sense.
Okay. Well, I appreciate your help, and I appreciate the work you do.
Thank you, Gordon. I appreciate that.